Thank you so much for making the time to tune in this evening. Firstly, I'd like to thank my professors at NEC, Michael Murat and Hank Isnetsky. Thanks also to Chi Wong for videography, and thanks also to my collaborative pianist, Brett Hodgson. Today's concert will be in 3 parts. The first part will consist of classical music. The second will be covers, and the third will be my original works. First, let's begin in Italy in 1727, when Antonio Vivaldi premiered his Stabat Mater, a work for countertenor and orchestra. This first movement tells of the Virgin Mary weeping over her son who hangs on the cross before her. Now we head to London, where Handel's opera Rodelinda was premiered. You'll now hear one of its most famous arias, Vivi Tirano. In this aria, Bertarido, the king of Lombardy, after being deposed by a tyrant and exiled, returns to his home country, granting clemency to the tyrant who deposed him. This is a victorious aria, since the king is now back where he belongs.
Ingrato, sfoga il
Now we head to Leipzig, Germany, where Johann Sebastian Bach premiered the St. Matthew Passion in 1727. Erbarme dich, mein Gott, one of my favorite arias from the Passion, asks for the Lord to have mercy, saying that my heart and eyes weep bitterly for you, O Lord. It is a stirring and plangent aria. we head to Russia, where we will hear the first song of Modest Mussorgsky's song cycle, The Nursery. In this song, a child asks his nanny to tell him different stories. First, a scary one about a monster who drags disobedient children to the woods and eats them. Then, a majestic one about a king and queen. And then, the child asks the nanny for the funniest story she knows. In this section, we'll be hearing 3 covers. The first is a song that I learned in Professor Netsky's Jewish music ensemble. A new cantor comes to a synagogue and then is critiqued by 3 Jews: a Jew from Lithuania, a Jew from Galicia, and an American Jew. This video was recorded by Floating Tower, a theatrical group that I perform with in our performance space at the Blue Building in New York City. It was recorded by Studio 42.
Is gekommen vorne Hasen in einer Amerikaner Städtere. David of Shabbos to audition for a position. Is gekommen her, die 3 schönste alle Bälle dem von Temple. They came to hear him daven, to give a sample. One was a Litvaker, the second one a Galicianer, and the third one an Americaner. Ruf dich oben der Liedwagen, ruf dich oben der Liedwagen, Lied mit dem Widerlage, mit dem Bass. Is er gazen, God er gedaven, had je gazetjes, je smaakt met vlees en vis, je smaakt met woord, met gewitaan, je smaakt met herringen, met z'n mond. Oei, is er gazen, God er gedaven. Ruf dich op die Galicianer, ruf dich op die Galicianer. Gazen und gedabend mit den Steigen, sogar klappt ihr Tage, und Korgen in die Keine, und die Korgen in die Beine, oh, ist der Gazen. Ruf sich op die Amerikaanse kant. Ruf dich op die Amerikaanse kant. Is here cousin. He let that down and down. Oh, does he have a dreidel? like a matzo ball knädel. Does he have rhythm? Does he have rhythm? Oh, nobody can beat him. Oh, you should have been to a temple when the Nochazen gave a sample. He sang, Yitzmak, Moishe, but Yitzmak, Moishe, but and the congregation gave the cantor an ovation, and they had a fine collation.
Now, we will hear a song from Kurt Weill's opera Street Scene, premiered in 1946. At night, when everything is quiet, the old house tends to breathe a sigh. Sometimes I hear a neighbor snoring. Sometimes I hear a baby cry. Sometimes I hear a staircase creaking. Sometimes a distant telephone. And then the quiet settles down again. The house and I are all alone. Lonely house, lonely me. Funny with so many neighbors, how lonely it can be. Lonely street, lonely town. Funny, it can be so lonely with all those folks around. I guess there might be something I don't comprehend. Sparrows find companions, even stray dogs find a friend. The night for me is not romantic. Unhook the stars and take them down. I'm lonely in this lonely house. In this lonely town. Now we head to Paris, where we'll hear a song made famous by Josephine Baker and Edith Piaf in the 1930s and 40s. The singer sings of two loves, their homeland and Paris. Other places may be beautiful, but their heart only cares for their homeland and Paris. This version was recorded in NEC's Jordan Hall for a recent First Monday concert.
mon pays, Paris. Bou, 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 par toujours. Bou, 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 mon cœur est ravi. Bou, 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 ma saveur est belle. Bou, 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 mais dans mon âme lieu, ce qui m'a censé laisser Paris, Paris, tout entier. Je vois de jour, pou, 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 c'est mon rêve joli. Pou, 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 j'ai du amour. Mon pays est
Now, in this section, we'll head into my original compositions. I wrote the music and lyrics to these songs and developed them during my lessons with Matti Kovler. First, you'll hear a song about what it's like to be a composer. Every day a little voice, in a measure, in a scene, in a memory, in a paper, in a song or on a screen. Every day a little fear, in an everyday routine. Every rhyme and every choice, in the background all I hear. Sometimes nagging little voice. He declares, send in the clowns, says he misses me. There'll be comedy tonight, but not for you. Sondheim cuts through my veneers, mocks my hopes and heightens fears. Inner monologues are vengeful, mine are too. Sondheim cuts through my retorts and dismisses me. He's afraid that I will leave him, and I might. Sometimes callous, sometimes cool. I'm too trusting, I'm a fool. I'm exasperated daily. You alright? I guess. Every day a little voice, in the anger and the grief, in the angst and expectation, in the pain and the relief. I'm no leader, I'm no chief. I'm a trickster and a thief. Every rhyme and every choice, in the background all I hear. Sometimes nagging little voice. Now, here's a song from my autobiographical one-man musical in progress, The Confidence Academy. In this duet, a mother and father try and figure out what their son can do in life. If you'd like to get some insight into how this concert was made and how I write the musical, then check out my podcast, Blind Guide Travels, premiering June 16th and available wherever you get your podcasts. Science is easy. First, you undergrad, then you PhD, then you go to work for some company. Publish a few papers, there's no going back. The kid will be in business on the right track. But honey, he failed biology. That doesn't matter, dear, there's always chemistry. He failed that too. Oh. So you find him a job that looks gorgeous on paper. Can't you see he'll burn out from the politics and stress? I'm just being realistic. Your ideas are too sadistic. Academia is an option nonetheless. For you, you have thick skin, but he can barely handle college. That's a good point. Huh. What about programming? Most computer nerds never finish school or dates with MIT. So that's pretty cool. Implementing features other programs lack. The kid will be in business on the right track. But honey, this is the same kid who thought that our computer was a toaster. Remember? Darling, he was experimenting. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it! He put a bagel in it! A bagel! So you find him a job where he works in an office writing code 9 to 5 like a hamster in a wheel. It's an in-demand profession, one-way ticket to depression. If he's anxious, he can freelance, no big deal. Freelance? This is the same guy. He can only get one assignment in to a professor. He can't juggle things like you do. Well, darling, that's because you don't let him. You check in on him every 15 minutes. Oh, darling, do you need help with this assignment? Oh, darling, do you need a snack? Oh, darling, dinner's ready. He'd go crazy. I'd go crazy if I were him. Huh. He's in music school, playing gigs and such. Sure, it's not ideal. It won't make him much. Selling amplifiers seems he's got a knack. The kid will be in business on the right track. Amplifiers? Honey, he doesn't even play guitar. That doesn't matter, dear. He just has to sell them. Honey, this is the same kid who can't get anyone to come to his own recital. Yes, that's a good point. So you find him a job where he works with musicians writing bios for bands, booking venues for a show, writing jingles, that seems nifty. Honey, it's not 1950. Doesn't matter, still a useful thing to know. Useful? We don't need useful. We need to find him a job. We don't need to do anything. I'm not doing any more things for him until he comes to me and he asks me for help. If he does some thinking, oh, cut the boy some slack. I'm sure that we'll find something. We'll never find him something. I bet you this will put him. This job will never put him on the right track. Lastly, we have the opening number of the Confidence Academy. In it, our protagonist, Martin, has just entered his kitchen, and it's a complete mess, one that he himself has made, with tomatoes on the ceiling. Have you ever witnessed such a frazzled fellow who put Comet in his tea? Nutmeg in the washer, thought it was detergent. Need the world's worst cleaner. Well, that's me. Will I ever learn the secrets of adulting? How to cook and iron, wash and dry? Maybe scrub a pot? Probably not. Probably not. Mother tried to teach me how to be an adult up until I vandalized our house. It was accidental. Tried to fix an outlet. Started up a blaze I couldn't douse. Father tried to teach me how to fill the car up. That adventure ended with a boom. Give me one more shot. Probably not. Probably not. not. So I Googled a bit, and what did I find? An intense 6-month course teaching skills to the blind. The Confidence Academy. The Confidence Academy. If I really commit, I could learn to adult real soon. Oh, wouldn't it be lovely? Living somewhere different. Find a girl you like, then she's your wife. Graduate from college. Find a job that suits your look. No more anxiety and strife. If I take this program, all the world's before me. I can bid my cleaning woes goodbye. I could have a life. Probably not. Probably not. Why not? It's worth a try. Thank you for coming, and I hope to see you again after this pandemic blows over.